Gut, dann werden wir wohl jetzt endlich mal Informationen darüber kriegen, wo die vermissten Dorfbewohner abgeblieben sind. Wurde aber auch jetzt langsam mal Zeit, dass wir dann unsere Reise in der Wüste endlich mal fortsetzen können. Es gibt noch einige Teleporter zu erledigen. Es gibt, noch einige neue Ruinendrachen zu erlegen. Skorpione zu grillen. Und das Sold von Söldnern zu entlohnen.
Candace, Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
Ein guter Lehrer und eine gute Schülerin.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one.
Abgesehen diejenigen, die daraus einen Nutzen ziehen wollen.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talk to us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Also jetzt endlich mal Klartext. Wo sind die Dorfwächter?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh?
Strike one.
One what?
Bei der dritten Falschaussage gibt's Schläge.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Okay, geht klar. Also, hast du einen Verdacht zur Identität des Unbekannten?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
smooth.
Da hat wohl jemand ein kleines Aggressionsproblem. Aber gut. Wir haben nichts gesehen. Haben wir wirklich nicht.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Tja, Setari hat in Sumero auch gesagt, dass die Akademie die Gerüchte zur Auferstehung des Königs Deshret verbreitet.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
Ich denke einfach mal, die wollen die als Mediums benutzen. Als Mediums, um irgendwie, ja, die Macht des Dendro-Akons irgendwie anzuzapfen oder zu nutzen oder, ja, irgendwie nach Irminsul zu gelangen. Davon gehe ich, er sagt, nun wirklich nicht von ab. Am Ende wird es wirklich so sein, dass all das, er sagt, bloß dafür da ist, um nach Irminsul zu gelangen und dort, ja, das göttliche Herz von Sumero zu erlangen, was sich sicherlich im Inneren von Irminsul befindet. Und das vielleicht, er sagt, das auch der Grund ist, im Nachhinein vielleicht, eventuell, weshalb Irminsul krank ist. Und die Verwelkung und natürlich auch diese Sandstürme und Erdbeben hier in der Wüste zustande kommen. Weil das ja eigentlich etwas ist, was eigentlich nicht zu Irminsul gehört. Und ja, jeder Fremdkörper macht einen über kurz oder lang im Körper krank. Abwehrreaktion und so weiter.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Aber auch erst, seitdem sicherlich der Doktor bei ihnen ist.
Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Halleluja.
Here once everyone's ready.
Halleluja. Endlich geht es mal wieder außerhalb des Dorfes. Heulen aus dem Eleazar-Krankenhaus? Verlasse das Haus des Dorfvorstehers. Das ist jetzt auch mal wieder interessant. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass es sowas jetzt hier gibt. Aus dem Eleazar-Krankenhaus. Mal abwarten, wo das denn sein soll. Naja, eigentlich müsste das ja auch irgendwo in der Nähe von Sumero sein. Es würde ja eigentlich keinen Sinn ergeben, wenn diese Art von Krankenhaus irgendwo in der Wüste steht. Es sei denn natürlich, sie wollen, er sagt so, die Kranken, er sagt, na, aus dem Weg räumen. Auslagern. Also gut, was ist jetzt, er sagt, hier wieder los? Unser Weg zur Wüste wird, er sagt, jetzt mal wieder blockiert. Dieses Mal vom Spiel selbst. Okay, das ist jetzt irgendwie auch ein bisschen komisch. Keine Synchro. Warte kurz, wir sollten zuerst den Happen essen und dann... Ah!
Where did you come from?
Okay, jetzt fahren wir dann doch.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages. musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Mach nur, ich werde dich nicht aufhalten.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
Willst du uns Zeit geben, noch einmal darüber nachzudenken?
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Ah, das stimmt.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
Der Hinweis liegt also bei jemandem, den wir kennen.
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, The young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Na gut, dann müssen wir, sag jetzt mal, wieder nach Shani suchen.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
Tja, machen wir es einfach.
May I call you Traveler?
Klar, hallo, Fräulein Shani.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Nein,
Why's that?
denn sie bringt Krieg.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Ich kann es nicht versprechen, aber ich tue mein Bestes.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I
I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Kannst du bestimmen, wo das Geräusch herkam?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Eleazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Okay, wir müssen zu diesem Krankenhaus.
Yeah, let's go.
Na komm schon, bitte lasst uns jetzt das Dorf verlassen. Gut, geh ins Eleazar-Krankenhaus. Und leider haben wir wie's... Oh, anders als erwartet. Wir haben zwar einen Teleporter da schon aktiviert, aber zum Glück nicht allzu nah dran. Am Eleazar-Krankenhaus. Das ist gut. Und nebenbei... Tja, nebenbei hätten wir jetzt auch mal wieder ein paar kleine Prügeleien am Start. Ach, wird aber endlich mal Zeit.
Quietly now.
Time for retribution! Solidify! Scatter! Yeah, propagate! This is order. Germinate!
Gotcha.
Propagate!
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Okay, damit hätten wir jetzt gleich hier mal wieder alles erledigt. Exzellent. Eine kleine Keilerei für zwischendurch ist sagt doch immer das Wahre. Um die ganze Stimmung ein bisschen aufzulockern.
I'll keep this close.
Bedauerlicherweise ziehen wir aber jetzt unsere Bahnen in die vollkommen falsche Richtung hier.
Stabilize!
Quietly now.
I will have order. Propagate!
Gut, war zwar jetzt nicht gerade so die richtige Richtung. Aber auch über Umwege erreicht man irgendwann sein Ziel. Würde ich jetzt mal behaupten. Und wenn wir dann zwischendurch dann sowieso noch eine kleine Mission erledigen können, soll es mir doch jetzt auch recht sein.
Take it easy. Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Scatter!
Okay, weitere Pilzsporen erhalten.
We'll need more where that came from.
Tja, und ebenso einfach die Truhe. Gut ist, gut ist. Ach hey, das dauert jetzt also auch noch ein bisschen lange, bis wir erstmal jetzt das richtige Ziel erreicht haben. Aber gut, nach all den Informationen, die wir bis jetzt hier hatten, heraus da, Mission zu erledigen. Vertreibe 2 Schatzmalern. Beobachte die Stellen der Schatzmaler, was rauskommt. Hä? Ach, so ist das jetzt gemeint. Okay, das Wetter sagt jetzt nicht gerade. Nee, das ist jetzt wirklich nicht gerade so einfach. Warte mal, dort. Dahin. Der müsste hier sein. Na gut, einmal haben wir richtig getippt. Tja, Mission gemeistert. Gut, wo das jetzt hier erstmal erledigt ist. Kümmern wir uns dann jetzt erstmal wieder um die Operation Krankenhaus. Okay, interessanterweise führt uns der Sack jetzt hier auch eine Seele von da al-Shiva jetzt auch mal hier ein bisschen weiter. Mhm. Ah ja, natürlich.
Quietly now.
Quake! Verdict is... Scatter! Spring forth!
Okay, und das wäre natürlich jetzt auch der Ort, wohin die Seele gelangen will. Tja, meinetwegen. Setz dich ruhig da mal hin und wer...
Is this?
Gotcha.
Okay, um den kümmern wir uns jetzt mal.
This is order. Propagate.
Busted.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters! Watch out!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Solidify. Scatter. Order guide you. Gather.
Gotcha.
Like this.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Gut, damit wir jetzt erstmal alles... Was? Oh, na toll.
Quietly now.
Hä, wo ist er jetzt? Ah, da ist er.
Retribution.
Gotcha.
Propagate. Germinate.
Here comes the catch.
Okay, wer hätte sagt damit rechnen können, dass das Ganze jetzt sich doch ein bisschen mehr in die Länge zieht, als erwartet. Aber gut, dieser kleine Wüstenschlagabtausch, wie schon gesagt, ist genau jetzt das, was uns jetzt mal wieder gefehlt hatte hier. Okay, jetzt haben wir auch gesehen, wie es aussieht, noch ein paar weitere Goldbrigadentruppen auch noch angelockt. Okay, wir haben jetzt zwar jetzt einen Dicken hier besiegt, aber trotz allem kommen da, er sagt, noch weitere Goldbrigaden. Tja, was für eine Art Gegner hast du denn erwartet?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Ja, das hätten wir. Ihr durchsucht das verlassene Krankenhaus gewissenhaft. Aber nichts. Zu wenig. Für nichts.
Alhaitham, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Naja, vielleicht solltest du auch einfach mal erwachsen werden und was lernen.
Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies.
Naja, wenn du etwas lernst, kannst du Geld für meinen Unterhalt verdienen.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
So ist es doch bereits.
Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Nichts zu danken.